Welcome to Inspire Scope. I don't even know what episode number we're on. We're in the 20s. I'm your host, Mario Armstrong. Inspire Scope is all about giving you practical tips, advice, and ideas so that you can get inspiration to move forward on your passions and your ideas. We also blend a little bit of technology and mixed in with all of that together. I appreciate you guys sharing this out. Big hearts. Big hearts going out to all of you that have shared this out and are bringing people to the party. If you are a first timer, welcome to my scopes. I'm a high energy dude. If you do not know me, I'll break that down in just a second. Today's Inspire Scope is all about my monetization formula that can help you monetize your ideas. So this is all about helping you figure out exactly which idea is the right idea for you to go after and implement. And I'm going to break this down and show you exactly how this is done. Inspire Scope, first and foremost, I got to do some house cleaning tips. First and foremost, Inspire Scope is sponsored by BizCircle at att.com. Go check out bizcircle.att.com if you are looking for solutions to entrepreneurial ideas. Like we have an article on there now. Consistently share content with your social networks. It's all about helping you get access to information that you need from people that are actually doing it. Myself is on the site. Barbara Corcoran from the Shark Tank is on the site. Lots of great people are there. So thank you, AT&T, for sponsoring the Inspire Scopes. All right, for those of you that do not know me, if you are a first timer here, just type the number 1 or any emoji in the screen. If you're a first timer to Mario Armstrong Scopes, I would love to invite you into the house. Good to see me scoping again. Yes. Miss Ali, you got to go check my last 2 scopes. My last 2 scopes were straight fire. I showed you my bank account. I showed you when I was broke. I showed you how we became a success. I showed you all of that good stuff. All right, Shifty is new. I missed a couple of the others. My t-shirt, for somebody that asked, says, Optimize for Greatness. Optimized for Greatness. The Never Settle Club is all about optimizing for greatness. So optimize for greatness. C. Smitty is in the house. Quranism is here with the Halloween, with the pumpkins. Thanks, Winsor. I appreciate that. So here's the deal. For those of you that do not know me, I'm a technology media entrepreneur. I have 10 people working in our company, Mario Armstrong Media. I'm also a TV personality. I do stuff on the Today Show. I do stuff on CNN. I'm on other shows like Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray. I do stuff in the Today Show Orange Room. Basically, I'm a guy that talks about technology and I'm in the media. I'm also a guy that talks about inspiration and helping you achieve your life goals by never settling, which is why I created the Never Settle Club, which is a free club that you guys can join. Now, with that being said, I want to get into today's Inspire Scope. Here's the lesson I'm trying to teach you guys, and it's all about monetizing your ideas. Here's the formula. Screenshot it. I want to see some screenshots popping up right here. You can screenshot this, and I'm going to break this down for you. But basically, to figure out which idea you should do first, let's say you're a person that has a lot of ideas. How many of you, show of hands, have a ton of ideas? You're always coming up with new ideas. How many of you are very creative, always have ideas to think about? You're always jotting them down. You're always coming up with a new one. How many of you fit that mold? Shifty fits that mold. Deb in the city does. Tuwana does. Dancing Mixed Chick does. Carlos. Moms need help too. Yes, they do. So a lot of you have a lot of ideas. We're very similar then. You and I are very similar in that we probably, are very creative people. Ideas tend to come to us maybe pretty naturally. I get my best ideas in the shower. I don't know where some of you get your best ideas. Speaking of the shower, I have the best product in the world for those of you that get ideas in the shower. How many of you, give me an emoji for how many of you get ideas in the shower? I have the best product in the world that I got to show you guys. Let me see if I can I'm going to pull it up really fast. I'm going to try to see if I can pull it up really quick online for you guys. Let me see. Is this it? I hope this pulls up the right thing. Yes. This is it. Okay. Emojis are flying left and right. So, okay. Amazing what ideas come out of the shower. Yes, Winsor. Tons of my best ideas come out of the shower, hands down, all the time. In fact, I talked about this product on the Today Show. But check it out. This is called Aqua Notes. Aqua Notes, people. If you get your ideas in the shower like I do, you're going to want to buy yourself a set of Aqua Notes. Go to aquanotes.com. Tell them I sent you here. Aqua Notes are waterproof. It's a pencil and a pad that you put in your shower that is waterproof. You can completely write. Yes, it's absolutely dope, Mr. Minor to Major. I love the bath and the toilet emojis. Horns for that. You guys get your own round of applause on that one. Arvin Poole, what's up, man? I get a ton of my ideas in the shower, and Aqua Notes helps me tremendously because I love Evernote, but I can't use Evernote in the shower. I love Wunderlist for my to-do list app, but I can't use Wunderlist in the shower. So you can even erase in the shower as well. You can even erase. So maybe what I'll do is I'll run upstairs and actually bring my shower notes, my Aqua Notes down so that you guys can see that. So what I'm talking about today is the ability to monetize your ideas. And right there, I was just showing you, if you're an idea generator like me in the bathroom, this is a great tool for you, the shower notes. But this is the formula that I recommend. It has worked for me personally. It's worked for the people that I've advised and that I've given expertise and advice to. So shower scope. So basically, this is the formula. I might want to screenshot this. Essentially, what you have to do is figure out what your ultimate passion is, and then you have to understand what is the market potential for that ultimate passion, and then you have to subtract the amount of resources needed to pull that particular idea off. When you write this down on paper, I guarantee you, if you take your ideas, I'm going to show you how this works. Thank you, Natia, for sharing this. Thank you, Mr. Minor to Major. You guys get horns. You guys get horns. Maybe this should be called Aqua Geek Life. Got Neon just shared it. Thank you, Got Neon. Really appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys sharing this out. So some of you might be coming in brand new to this scope if it's just been shared out.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
So let me hit you with a little reintroduction. My name's Mario Armstrong. You probably see me on the Today Show or on TV, on NPR, on various shows like Steve Harvey and Rachel Ray and others talking about technology and inspiration to help you get the most out of your life. Today, I'm showing you my model, my formula on how, Euro's in the house, you get a horn, Euro, on how to go from idea to implementation. So what you're going to do is you're going to write down all of your ideas. And what you want to do is get to your highest passion. What is your highest passion? All right, watch how this breaks down. Watch how this formula. This is exactly a real case scenario on how we helped advise someone in the Never Settle Club, which is a free club. Anybody can join it. You can go to neversettleclub.com or you can go to hashtag Never Settle Club and search for the group on Facebook. It's free to join. 3,000 plus people that are all positive minded are there to help you go after your dreams and goals. So we worked with a chef, and her highest passion was cooking. The Batman Heart Parry is when you put in the title of your Periscope, when you headline, that you put in hashtag Halloween. That will get you some bat hearts. Thank you, Arthur Gibbs. I try to be amazing as much as I can. I really appreciate that. So once you know what your highest passion is, you write that down. Then you write down what is your ultimate goal. So her highest passion was cooking. Her ultimate goal was to own a restaurant. Tell me in the chat right now, what is somebody's highest passion? The greatest passion, the thing that you are ridiculously absorbed about, passionate about, and absolutely great at. Tell me what that is. Eating. You're passionate about eating. That's definitely opposite of cooking. Kay Hardy. Taekwondo. Absolutely, C. Smitty. Writing. DOP Boutique. Photography. Interior decorating. This is great. Master negotiator. Wedding and event planning. Angela says helping women heal their lives. Quranism says writing. This is great. You guys know what your highest passion is. The reason why I'm showing this to you is because I'm living this. I don't report to a boss in the morning. I can take tomorrow off if I want to take tomorrow off. I don't have to show up at the meetings. I get to set my own schedule. We run our own company. We run our own time. And it's just an amazing feeling when you are living in your purpose and you are working at your highest passion and you're getting paid to do that. It's just, that's why I'm sharing this with you, because I want more people to be able to realize that opportunity or expand that opportunity. Okay, great. Becoming a personality. These are all great passions. So then what is your ultimate goal? You have to know what your ultimate goal is. So for this particular case study that I'm about to break down to you, her ultimate goal was to have and own a restaurant. Have and own a restaurant. She loves cooking. Now let's go back to the formula. Her highest passion is cooking. Her highest passion is cooking. Okay? Her goal is to own a restaurant. So that's ultimately what she's super passionate about. All right? She wants to own a restaurant and do cooking in that restaurant. Okay? Now what she has to do is she has to subtract the amount of resources it's going to take to pull off owning a restaurant. Follow me? So if you do this, you're going to come up with a bunch of things that you need to do in order to pull this off. Now let me break this down for you really quick how this happens. Her ultimate goal is to own a restaurant. Some of your ultimate goals were to do writing. Somebody said their ultimate goal was to become a personality. So you have your ultimate goal, all right? Then you have to determine, do I have a market potential for that ultimate goal? Remember, highest passion, market potential, resources needed. All right, so share this out, people. If you think this is value, share this out right now, because I'm only halfway through, so there's a lot of people that can still learn from what we're showing and what we're working with each other today. And I see you guys killing it in the chat right now. Reneen Kelly is working on writing a best book seller. That's what I'm talking about. You get a horn. Deliver that. Deliver that best book seller. Absolutely. If you're not following me, I should also ask. I never ask. Please follow me. I would appreciate a follow. Plus, I'll see that when it comes through, and it makes me feel good. I appreciate it. Big time. So here's how I'm breaking down this formula. Thank you, Jazz Network, for inviting more people. Music blogger, awesome. Passion. Highest passion, market potential. Is there a market potential? And then if there is, what do you need to pull that off? Here is where you actually start to develop the understanding of whether or not this idea is actually good for you or not. Watch what happens. So, her ultimate goal is to own a restaurant. Is there a huge market potential for that? Is there a market potential for owning a restaurant? Absolutely, right? Tons of restaurants. It's also a big risk, but there's a huge potential. There's a huge market for people that will buy your food, that people that will go out to restaurants and eat. All right? What are the resources that she needs to pull this off? Thank you, Mr. Minor to Major. What are the resources that she needs to pull this off? Let's just look at a few, okay? Lots of capital, credit, all right? She's going to need staff, a location, and tons of equipment. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to need a ton of that stuff. So this is what's going to be the amount of things she needs to think about for this particular idea. Now look back at the formula. Highest potential, highest passion, market potential, the amount of resources. Now watch what happens. Her ultimate goal was to own a restaurant. Remember that? But I taught her, and in the Never Settle Club, we taught her, take smaller steps. In order to do a restaurant, you got to have a ton of money. You better have, I didn't even put the word experience. You better be experienced at running the business or have a partner that is. And you're going to need capital, investment, staff, location, all of the stuff, equipment, insurance. You're going to need all of that stuff. So here's how you break down your idea into smaller steps that work towards your bigger goal. Watch what we actually did for her. We actually said, you know what? Why don't we remove the idea of a restaurant for right now? Let's say the restaurant is 10 years down the line. That's the big picture. You're going after the big dream. The big dream is the restaurant. So let's look at some other options that still have your passion, your highest passion, still have market potential, but don't need as many resources to pull it off. And when you start breaking that down, watch what happens. First, we come up with food truck. Food truck, right? Like you go from restaurant, like, oh, that's a big idea. It's going to take a lot of money and a lot of time, and I don't have all the experience. I got to pull a lot of things together. Hit me with the hearts. Hit me with the bad hearts if you understand what I'm breaking down right now. Tall boy, I saw you just joined. You get a horn, man. Next time, get your butt in here sooner, man. Get your butt in here sooner. All right, make it happen sooner.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
So for those
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
that are just coming in, this is the Inspire Scope series. It's a daily show on Periscope. My name's Mario Armstrong. I'm a talent on NBC Today Show. I talk about technology and inspiration. I'm also an entrepreneur with 10 people that work for our company, and I'm the founder of the Never Settle Club. And we are right now talking about how do you figure out when you have a bunch of ideas, which idea you should move on first that's going to give you the best chance of success. And so right now I'm breaking down a scenario and sharing my formula on what that looks like. This is the actual formula. You have to know what your highest passion is. Is there a market potential? And then you need to minus the resources. Yes, C. Smitty, a commercial break. I'll do that, Arvin. I'll check that out for sure. So right now, we're talking about a particular case, an individual. This is a real story, true story, of a chef in the Never Settle Club, which is a free club that all of you guys can join. And her highest passion is cooking. She ultimately wants to own a restaurant. We started breaking down that ultimate goal of owning a restaurant, and we said, yep, there is a huge market potential for that. Now let's look at and subtract the resources. How many resources do I need for that? You need a ton of resources. So what we said is, all right, let's take a step down from owning a restaurant. Let's look at smaller steps that still are in the same trajectory. They're still in the same path of going after a restaurant. But now we're going to push the restaurant 10 years down the road. We're going to say we're keeping our eyes on that. That's the ultimate vision. That's what we're totally visualizing. But that's 10 years down the road. So what do we do in your passion that has market potential that you can actually do and make money doing right now? And so what we came up with, food truck. Much easier to do a food truck than it is to open up a restaurant, right? But with a food truck, you still need some money. You still have to buy a vehicle. You still have to get the insurance. You got to get all the health regulations. You still got to go through all of those steps. So that still might be out of her price range. So then you say, okay, what's next? Catering. No upfront costs really needed for a place. You don't need a venue. You might need to rent a commercial kitchen or rent the space in a commercial kitchen so that you're cooking your food in a validated place of food code. But you could do catering, and that would be so much lighter. But doesn't that still fall into her passion, right? Her passion is cooking. Ultimate goal is owning a restaurant. So catering might be a great step. Thank you, Windsor, for applying to the Facebook group. Really appreciate that. Funkmaster 808's in the house. Good to see you here. So the question I have is, what do you think she ended up doing? I think it was Windsor or somebody. No, it was Raneen, I think, that said she went with catering. Check out what happened. So here's what she ended up doing. This is her. Adjuana is her name. Chef AJ. So Chef AJ, okay, decided that she was going to put together a crowdfunding page, okay, to develop. At the time, it was restaurant, not catering, but it really was it was a restaurant that was called Chef AJ's Catering Company, but it was a restaurant. So as you can see, she didn't make it. She raised $300. And she was trying to raise $25,000. It didn't happen, right? And this is what I'm trying to help you guys with, right? Yeah, it's awesome, but not really. It's awesome if you can really. I got to do a whole other scope on how you can be successful doing crowdfunding. Crowdfunding needs three things in order to be ultimately successful. Number one, you have to have a clear problem that you're solving. Number one. Number two, your crowdfunding page has to have a video if you want it to be successful. 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Absolutely. Yeah, that's not enough money, Karan. I agree. You have to have a video. And then number three, you absolutely need to launch on the very first day that you do your crowdfunding. You need to already have family and friends that you've already talked to before you actually launch your crowdfund that will automatically put in money to your funding as soon as it goes live. That way, your funding is not showing zero on day one. Your crowdfund site is already showing money, which is showing momentum. People want to give when they see other people giving. If your page shows zero, they're going to be hesitant to give. So anyway, that's a whole different scope for crowdfunding. What I'm talking about right now is Mario's idea to implementation formula. How do you monetize your ideas? You got a bunch of ideas. They're all floating around in your head. I've taught you that you need to write these ideas down by figuring out exactly what your highest passion is, and then understanding if there is a real market potential, and then being very honest about the amount of resources needed to pull that off. So in her case, she wanted to own a restaurant. Cooking is her passion, and owning a restaurant is too big of an issue, too big of a problem, right? So we decided to get her to break it down. Maybe food truck would be better. Maybe catering would be better. What did she end up doing? This is what we ended up having her do, folks. She ended up creating hot sauces. She ended up creating hot sauces. No restaurant, no food truck, no catering, hot sauces. When she looked at all of her ideas, she put down restaurant. She put down a catering. She put down food truck. She put down sauces. She looked at, is there a market potential for sauces? Yes, huge market potential. Okay, what are the amount of resources needed to make those sauces? Compared to owning a restaurant? Compared to launching a restaurant? Compared to launching a food truck? Compared to launching a catering business? The best option for her right away. The best option for her right away.
Allow me to
Sorry about that.
myself.
I'm not reintroducing myself, Jay-Z. Shut up. Get out of here. So this is it. Boom. She uploaded this to the Facebook group and said, look here, gang. I wanted to share this moment of getting my sauces up and running and ready to sell. I'm doing out-of-state mail orders as well if you want to be a part of this. Thanks for all your tips and support. Okay? Boom. This is why the club is hot. All right, what the heck is everybody laughing about? I'm missing something. Is it me? Are you guys laughing at me, or is there a whole other discussion that's happening inside the chat that I'm missing? Saban Cafe, hey, what's going on? That's right, LC thus LQ. Go in the strength you have. Triple down on your strengths. Outsource your weaknesses, people. Triple down on your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. All right, so she went from a restaurant to a food truck to catering. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'm glad you guys are laughing at me or laughing with me. Give me some hearts if you're laughing with me. I want some hearts, man. Give me some. I need a bat. I need bat hearts. You guys are killing me. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. With these sauces, she now has these sauces in stores, guys. You ready? Look at this. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Jamie P. These are her sauces. 2 of her sauces are being sold at this location on a trial basis. She made it. She made it into a store, people. This happened, mind you, within 7 to 8 months. When Adjuana first joined the club, she was like, I want to own a restaurant. And I said, Adjuana, take the first 5 weeks of Mario's video lessons. They're free. Take the first 5 weeks. I want you to go through everything from really understanding what your passion and purpose is to understanding the power of meditation and why you should meditate, and then take Mario's monetization formula on how to make your idea successful. She went from, I want to own a restaurant, Mario, to maybe a food truck would be easier for me to do, to maybe catering would be easier for me to do, to us finally getting her to drill down to the absolute smallest, most practical possible step she could actually do with the most minimum resources that still had a market potential. And in 7 to 8 months, my girl was in the group. She was in the group. I remember when she was sending us labels. She was uploading labels. Deborah's in the house. I remember when she was uploading labels and she was like, hey, Never Settle Club members, what do you think about my hot sauce labels? And all the club members would chime in and give some reaction. Yeah, you remember. Karan remembers. Karan, you're my next success story. Karan is going to be my next success story that I'm probably going to talk about in the Never Settle Club on a future Inspire Scope. So this is why I'm trying to show you guys that the model that has worked for my own life, my own business, and the model that I've tested on my brother and his friends and my friends, this works. If you generate a bunch of ideas, don't get trapped in ideas. Oh, hope I'm back.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
I hope I'm back. Am I back or am I gone for good? Oh, man, I got to see. Hold on. I think I'm back. Yeah, Jamie, if you're in that trap, it's a real trap to be in. I'm focused, man. So, if that's where you're trapped, this formula is what helps you break through that clutter. That's why I'm giving this to you. I know that should be easy to know, but a lot of people just don't do it. We come up with more ideas than we need. What you need to do is write the ideas down on paper, do this formula, and you will instantly find out which idea is going to be the best for you at this moment in time for your life so that you can end up being successful like Ajuana is. She got her sauces into a store. She's now trying to get them into more grocery stores throughout the country. And I couldn't be more proud because she's living in her passion, which is cooking. And we got her to think twice about opening up a restaurant, which would have taken years to be successful. And instead, we gave her positivity, immense support, realistic goals to achieve, very small steps that are practical and doable. And now she's got the wind to her back because she's feeling the momentum of success. That's what we do in the Never Settle Club. That's what that formula is all about. So if this resonates to you at all, if you're feeling any of this content, make sure you're joining the club. Oh, let me pull that up. Make sure you're joining the club. See, Karan, I told you, you're my next one coming up. I got you right there. I'm going to be talking about you in a future scope soon. So no, it's Never Settle Club. NeverSettleClub.com is the website. And but to really get engaged right away, you want to join the Facebook group. A couple of people that are on, let's see, Ajuana's here. Deborah, who's in the group right now, is right here. Go to Facebook, join the Never Settle Club. I guarantee you over 3,400 people are in the Never Settle Club group. We're all positive. We're all trying to help each other pursue our dreams and passions and goals. We give each other tons of support and momentum. And if you're a member already, C. Smitty, yes, that's awesome. If you're new to my scopes, this is the Inspire Scope. I just broke down how I help people break through their ideas by using Mario's monetization formula to help you understand which idea you should move on first. That's going to give you the most likelihood of being a success. Then you can move towards your other ideas to your bigger dreams and bigger goals. If you're new to my scopes and you're feeling what I'm saying, I would love a follow. Please follow me here on Periscope. I got over 300 Periscopes. Over 300 scopes that I do, and I'm on here every day. In fact, I'm probably going to wrap this one up soon and come back with a Periscope 101. I'm going to do some basics for you guys on how to use Periscope 101. It's good to see a TV man that knows how to use a landscape view on scope. Thank you, LC. You are, hey man, you get a hand clap for that, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that feedback. I'm trying to do it the right way. Tried to step up the production value a little bit, you know? I didn't want to get these. I didn't want anybody throwing these at me from my scopes. I was going to be offended if I got any of these brown poopy emojis. So that's basically how it breaks down, people. That's the formula. I'm going to go back and show it to you one more time. This is the formula right here that I gave to people. Watch the replay if you're just joining. I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me and you're having a good time. Arvin's crying. Yes, and it's funky in here, Arthur Gibbs. Damn. Somebody who let that Good God, it's funky in here. So with that being said, I want to make sure that you guys are getting the help that you need by making sure that you join the club as well. We also do a newsletter. We also do podcasts. We got a bunch of stuff on the website too. Let me see if I can pull that up for you really quick. Oh, and if you're just joining me, this is one of the products that I actually use in the shower where I get a lot of ideas. I get a lot of my ideas in the shower. So you want to go and check out Aqua Notes. Aqua Notes. Yes, tall boy, I'll gladly be a guest on your radio show. Absolutely. Honored and would love to be on your radio show. Who let the dog out? You're welcome, Arvin. You always bring great content as well, so I appreciate that from one person to another that brings great content. You know what, Aldo? We're going to work on this popcorn and maybe wine and drinks thing too. Because that's the feeling that you get when we're in the Never Settle Club zone here on Inspire Scopes. And you can also hit up our website, which is that it? No, that's my Wonder List. There we go. NeverSettleClub.com. We have Inspire Scopes. Every scope that I do that's basically inspirational or that we actually think is really worthy. When is the 101 scope? Perry Family Marketing. I'm going to do that in 4 minutes. At 4:55 Eastern Time, I'm going to do the Periscope 101 just to walk newbies through. Anybody that's new to Periscope, trying to figure out what it's about, how to use it, I'm going to try to walk you through that. So that'll be in about 5 minutes, exactly. About 5 minutes. So I hope this really helps you guys out. And I hope that you guys check out the content that we're giving to you for free in the Never Settle Club. It's all about just helping you grow and helping give information that's going to help you realize your dreams and your goals. All right? Until next Inspire Scope theme song, we need our theme music. Little horn. Little hand clap. We beat out the poopy hearts today. We beat out the poopy hearts. We won. The good hearts beat out the poopy hearts. Get out of here. I don't have that much room in my studio. I might knock something over for real. Peace.